Author Rick Toomey has devoted his work life to being a counselor, minister, corporate trainer, and organizational consultant. He loves to focus on understanding people and helping them grow. And his new children's book, entitled The Joy of Being You, is helping children find joy in who they are. And this morning we want to welcome Rick Toomey to Daytime Tri-Cities. Good morning, Rick. How are you?
Good morning, Chris. How are you doing?
I am so good. I am so good, and I love the title of this book. That's the first thing that jumps out to me. But talk to me about the process of putting this book together and the message you're trying to convey.
Okay, it was interesting. The idea for the book actually started with some posts on Facebook. It was kind of the beginning of the COVID year, and there was so much negativity. I always try to put positive things out and humorous things. So. My wife and I were talking about the differences in our two dogs. We had a golden retriever for 13 years who was sweet and mild and quiet and compliant. And then for the last 5 years, we've had a golden doodle named Bo, who is wild and crazy and rebellious. And so we're talking about the difference in their personalities. And so I started posting on Facebook that Bo was an extrovert and me was an introvert. And we got a lot of responses to it, a lot of positive things. So I told Marcy, I said, honey, I think I can write a book about this. So I asked during the COVID time, I said, if you give me this much time each day to kind of keep Bo out of my hair, I think I can write this book. I actually wrote another book, too, for adults on the power of understanding, which will be out next spring. But was able to complete it and then get it started with a wonderful illustrator over in Greenville named Teresa Wilkerson, who just did an incredible job of capturing Bo and Mia and their personalities.
And it's those personality traits that you try to incorporate, and there's actually some science behind this as well. You delved into that science a little bit as well, too.
Right. As a counselor myself, I've used the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator a lot over the years, and also in my training and other work, to help people really understand each other and appreciate the differences and value the differences in our personalities, and kind of accept and value and find the joy in being who God created us to be. So there's a lot of research in that area, and I took that and applied it to our dogs, really with the hope that kids would read it and or the parents would read it to them, and that they would find the joy in being themselves. I was actually talking to a friend about the book, and her son is a wonderful little boy. I know him real well, but he's an introvert, and at times he feels like he should be more outgoing like some other kids. And she's looking forward to reading the book and helping him appreciate the beautiful qualities that are associated with his quietness and his sweetness of understanding other people and just being a really good listener. So that's my hope, is that kids will read this and kind of find themselves somewhere in it in a positive way, to where they will find the joy in being themselves.
And I think that's a life lesson that needs to be started early on in life, and that's what you're trying to do here, is to get that life lesson started early so that it can bloom throughout someone's life.
Yeah, as adults, we probably still struggle with this at times. A lot of times, the seeds for that are in our childhood, where maybe we got messages from various people in our life, teachers, coaches, friends, parents, even at times about, gee, you need to be a little bit different. And a lot of times that's just, I know my personality, studying this stuff early in my life, around 1973, is when I began learning more about the Myers-Briggs. And, even at that point, it was helpful for me to understand that this is who I am. I'm, going to grow and develop in some ways, but, the basic DNA is there. And just learning to value and appreciate that and find the joy in that is really important for big kids and little kids.
And tell us where folks can find this book if they're looking for it.
It's on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, online, and hopefully we'll find it in some bookstores here soon. It's just been released recently, and again, one of the joys in this has been working with Jan Carroll Publishing here in Johnson City, and Janie Jesse and her great team of Tara and Savannah, and working with Teresa Wilkerson, the lady in Greenville that illustrated it. So it's been really a team effort. Writing this book is not a one-person thing. It takes a lot of people to pull it together, and grew to appreciate that as I went through the process.
All right. Author Rick Toomey, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Chris, for having me.
All right, it is The Joy of Being You, and we got some information for you right there on the screen. This is an amazing book for the young people in your life.